Well, I finally got my hands on you, didn't I? Planescape Torment. It's an RPG from way back, like 1999, I think, and I've been wanting to play it for so long. Missed it the first time around because I wasn't a big PC gamer back then, and I am now playing it on an iPad, which is kind of neat and what I've really been waiting for. Now, as you can see, it's one of the old school RPGs that fits in the same mold as Baldur's Gate, but it's different in a few ways from what I understand. Primarily that, there we go, I need this key corpse, I'm trying to get a key to get out of this room. Primarily in that you need to try and, as much as you can, use conversation to make your way through the game as an alternative to combat. Now I realise I've just started hacking this dude up, but I've only just started playing the game and I need to get a key, and it seems it's the only way I can actually get it. So here we go. I've just stepped onto this area. Where's my key? There we go. I've picked up the key and put it into my inventory, and now I have it. I'm laughing. So the idea is this character has just been awoken in this room on this slab in the middle of the screen right here, that bit. Turns out he's got loads of stuff drawn onto his back, and the only person he has to talk to is this guy right here, a floating skull, which is
good as done.
Alarming, I would say, to say the
Good
least.
as done.
Right, good as done, he says. Now, I was trying to actually talk to him. Oh, I can change! I can be the floating skull! Oh my god, I didn't even realise. So many levels. Right. Now I've got this key, I'm going to head up the room and see if I can find a way out. The reason I've been excited to play this game is that the conversation aspect really appeals to me. In many ways, this game is cited as a precursor to the games that we play a lot now. So your BioWare RPGs, where you have conversation options that impact the gameplay, much more than something like a straight-up action RPG, where you just hack and slash and loot and hack and slash and loot. I like the idea that you can try and... Ooh. Someone looks like this corpse has been turned inside out. Oh, grim. That you can impact the story through play, and that you can potentially solve problems and deal with crises and whatnot by chatting your way out of it. Now, I've already stolen a scalpel from this desk, so there's nothing there. I don't need that anymore. However, can I use... The door is locked, you need a key. I've got a key, I just so happen to have a key. This key right here. If I put the key in my hand, can I do that? Wrong type of item. Oh, go on. I want to use key with thing. Is that good? Does that put it in my hand? Can I use it now? Yeah, I know. I can tell that, but I want to put it there maybe. Problem with these games is that, especially the old school RPGs, lots and lots and lots of menus and pages of how to use them, and it can be a little bit, let me put it up here, maybe there, maybe that's the way to do it. It can be a little bit overwhelming when you initially start trying to play, which is, let's face it, what I'm doing right now. Let me see, can I... Yes! Hang on. Can I drag? Can I drag it? Come on. Let me use the key on the thing. You're kidding me. Come on, game. Aha! There was another door in the corner of the screen that I didn't previously notice. I just spent about 3 minutes trying to open a door that wouldn't open. My bad. So yeah, I've been super psyched to play this for ages, and I'm glad I'm finally getting the chance now, and I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are these caretakers? So there are more corpses wandering around. The corpses here, where do they all come from? Why do you care about the female corpses? Oh yeah, alright, I'll ask. Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Right, okay. They're dead, we're dead. Oh, he's a randy skull. Mate, Skull, you're not going to be able to do much of anything. I don't care how up for it you are. You are basically a floating head. So, I'm going to say no, I don't actually. We all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Oh, he's saying I might be dead. You might not be dead, but I am. Right, but who are these caretakers? Let's get off these hilarious bants. And call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They've got an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die Sooner better than later. Yikes. So why do they care if I escape? The Dusties believe everyone's got to die, even if you're dead. Oh great, fantastic. The corpses I've seen here, where do they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Enlighten me, who are these caretakers? I'll say all right. I'll try to remember. Speak to a party member, select the talk option from the quick menu. Sweet. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. See, even the game is telling you to do this. Something might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. This is what games used to be like. You used to take notes as you went along. You used to draw little diagrams because they wouldn't necessarily give you the maps that you needed. Now everything's got a marker on it telling you to go north or west or whatever. Alright, couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Nice. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, use it to refresh your memory. There's a journal in the quick menu. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Updated my journal.
Thanks, man. Right, so we're going to avoid talking to these corpses. Let me just zoom out so I can get a better idea of the scope of this place. Wow, look at the state of it. So I'm genuinely excited. I'm in the middle of playing like Mass Effect at the moment, Andromeda, and, you know, I'm not hating it, but at the same time it's perhaps not everything it could be, and I do love story-driven RPGs. And considering, whoa, what is this? Considering this one's always had the reputation for being all about the story, more so than anything else. And it is, as you can already see, really text-heavy. Right, who's this dude? Coughing. This book is huge, contains thousands of names. Dahl, a scribe that looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Breathing is ragged and irregular. I'm going to say greetings. Hey, dude. Oh, there he is. Stops scratching in the book before him, then looks up. His eyes are like two nails driven into his skull. The writing is quite good. So, he sounds tired, as if he's repeated the same thing many times. You've just awoken from your sleep and returned to your dream. He continues more respectfully. Well met, restless one. Oh, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I've never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He's silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question. And the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. Ooh, I'm Dahl. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dahl. Journal. Very well, what do you want to know? What is this place? Where the hell am I? You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. And this is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Yeah, tell me more about it. Shadow of this life? Yeah, shadow. You see, restless one, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows. Flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. Whoa, this is heavy. True death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dahl coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Man, this is going to be sweet. I'm going to leave this here because this is just a quick look to see how it functions on iPad. And as you can see, lots of pop-up menus, decent enough visuals, and it works, which was the important test. There is going to be a review of this game coming very soon, but in the meantime, Planescape Torment on iPad. It exists, but do I exist? Thanks for watching.